The 2019-2020 Gengetone Wave to this date is still impacting the Kenyan music scene. I mean, a whole global pandemic had to come about to stop it. It's about time the documentaries start rolling, so we all relive the moments. Besides that, at its peak, there was some sort of scramble to brand the genre of this music. It was new, it was fresh, advanced, it was rap, but the beats were hype, then a lot of sheng, so its identity was all over the place. Most of all, the pioneers of the genres were independent artists who knew very less about the music business, branding, and the importance of a genre, as the Kenyan music industry was basically dead. So here we are. It's 2019, and the youth run the place. Millions of views on streaming platforms in weeks, most requested on radio, but still no name for the genre. This became a big demand by the fans, and ideas started popping. Doba, Trapuka, Dancehall, Boomba, New Genge were some of the names that emerged. Words cannot explain the hype and excitement around this genre at this point. Eventually, the name Gengetone is the one that stuck, as the artists were all in groups in the music videos and appeared to be gangs, hence the name. But pioneer artists like Redsan voiced in interviews that they should consider branding it dancehall, as the beats were very similar and they could capitalize on the global audience that is dancehall already. Now it is 2025 and the Gengetone narrative is not sticking, as it is now being referenced to the original Genge sound from Caliph in Eastlands, Nairobi. This, according to some of the Gengetone artists, is not their idea of the genre, because some of the artists have even paid tribute to opposing pioneers from Ogopa, which did Kapoka and Boomba. So there is a conflict of interest in the name Gengetone. Now, in the early 2010s, a similar wave of dancehall music from Jamaican artists took over, with Vybz Kartel and Conscience being the most notable acts that dominated the scene. The wave was so impactful, and it saw the rise of Odinares and Odai dance culture. These cultures were also represented heavily in the Gengetone era and were largely based around this concept. It was an image of rebellion and street-style activism of freedom which drew in a large fan base. One would argue that for this similarity that the genre was supposed to be branded dancehall, hence the conflict that is dancehall versus Genge. According to you, what do you think is the right and real naming based on the narrative? We at rapleague have branded it Afro Dancehall, as Genge, Kapuka, or Boomba is urban African sound and have been represented in the genre, as well as the impact of dancehall has also been registered within the genre, hence the name Afro Dancehall.